Hello, Holly McKhann here in San Clemente with an extremely talented man I'm so excited to introduce you guys to. It's Dustin Morris with Eyoh, and how I came to know about him was seeing an amazing 3D rendering video of my friend's new home that he had designed. So once I knew that, I was so excited to meet him and learn more about him. And I'm very excited to introduce you guys to him in case you ever have the need for an architect or designer, anything like that in your future, for a remodel or a new build. He's going to be your guy. So welcome, Dustin.
Thanks, Holly. Great to be here with you. So,
yeah. Well, why don't you start by telling our viewers about how your business came about?
Okay. We moved to San Clemente probably 11 years ago now. Love the beach city. I surf. We love being on the beach, and kind of dropped into the Spanish city by the sea, as they refer to it, right? And met a really cool community and started doing some work here for a local firm, and we ended up doing a house for a friend that moved to town from South Africa, and that kind of became our first business card as kind of what we do. Both me and my wife studied architecture back in South Africa, and we both have our masters in architecture. And yeah, we came over here, and we were actually we were working I was working construction and she was working in a local restaurant, taking a bit of time off studying, and then we started working for the studio, and then started working for ourselves probably 9 years ago. So Eyoh's been going for 9 years. We've had some amazing clients, really great people that have resulted in some great collaborations and some cool buildings that are now scattered around San Clemente, Dana Point, and to Newport and in LA. So it's been a fun community and a fun place to be, and enjoying working with the people here.
Yeah, you create beautiful spaces. It's very exciting. Like, what an impactful thing you can create for someone to enjoy every day, in their home. What an amazing thing.
Yeah, we definitely view it as a responsibility. I think a house and a home is something that it's kind of showing the people how you choose to live, what you value, what you think is important to you. How you live is kind of a reflection on your character. So we try and capture that with our clients. That's why it's such a collaboration. We really try and capture what they want and how they want to live, and if they don't necessarily know how to articulate it, we run through a bunch of different drawings and models and really just try and bring that to life, but ultimately what they want at the end of the day, and then we help them bring that to life.
Yeah, why don't you say a little bit about how you do the 3D renderings too, because I think that's really important.
Yeah, I mean, in today's day and age, it's part of your arsenal of tools. You've got it's something that's paramount to our profession, I believe. So we don't do homes without it. It's there, it's available, so we use it, and it's a huge game changer as far as, everyone's seeing the same thing.
Yes.
Like the husband, the wife, the kids, everyone can be excited about it. And then once everyone's excited about the project, the contractor sees it, what we're seeing, and everyone's on the same page, which hopefully makes the whole process go that much quicker. You'd imagine back in the day, 2D drawings, one person seeing one thing in that same drawing, the other person seeing another, and then everyone's surprised when it gets built. There's still an element of surprise, because as much as there's 3D and we'll put you in the virtual reality, the tangible real life experience, just nothing comes close to it. You'll never have that feeling. So there's still kind of that amazement that you get when you walk into the space, but as much as we can accurately represent it in the 3D world, we try to, so at least everyone is heading in that same direction.
No, that is brilliant. I will tell you, I'm working on a project with a cabinet designer, and he is presenting drawings to me on graph paper. It's not 3D renderings or anything, and I'm like, are we in the 1970s or what is going on here? So to have that capability is so powerful, and it probably saves the client misunderstanding, miscommunication, and money.
Exactly.
To have that versus a piece of graph paper with something on it. So
exactly.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, you nailed it. Exactly. It's just removing that ambiguity, and it's just putting everyone on the same page. Because the minute everyone's on the same page, people will make decisions, but if you don't necessarily know what you're looking at, you can't really make a decision whether you like it or not. So.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's really, really brilliant. So why don't you tell us about one of your favorite projects that you've done, or I guess one that you've done, so we can see the pictures.
Okay. One of our more recent ones, I think all of our projects we've loved. I think we have had the opportunity to work with such incredible clients. We end up loving them. We end up having such a good time with them. You're really obsessed with how they live, and you really care about how they live, and you care about their family, and you care about how they wake up, how do they go to bed. But I think maybe one of our more recent ones is kind of on the canyon in San Clemente. Kind of the more, I'd say, I wouldn't say our favorite, because we love all of our projects.
It's hard to have a favorite.
It's hard to have a favorite. Exactly. exactly. So like if I'm talking about our more current favorites,
Yes.
the most one that we've just kind of finished and photographed, there's one on the canyon right above T Street.
Okay.
A lovely couple who've become such good friends with. It's just a home that kind of, it was already an architectural piece, and it like definitely had those notions, but it was a major gut and remodel and addition. And I think when you're doing a major gut and remodel and addition, you often can see the shortcomings of a view that they might not have like completely captured, or a courtyard that maybe wasn't quite activated. So when we came into that one, there's a forgotten about courtyard. There was maybe a tiny little kitchen, you know, and what's important to people has kind of changed over the years, right?
Definitely.
So like this had a really tiny kitchen shoved in the back, where right now the kitchen has become such a central part of your home. You want people around it, you want people cooking together, you want people being involved with it. So this one kind of, we moved the kitchen, beautiful ocean views from the kitchen. We put some transparent uppers behind, so you actually see into the canyon through the upper cabinetry, which is a fun one. The backsplash is a window, and really just made the kitchen and celebrated the kitchen as part of kind of the core of the house. And then it had some really fun geometries, which when you're walking through the space might be a little overwhelming, but it was a fairly kind of structured plan, so it was fun to work with, but had some fun interventions. We had a forgotten about courtyard that we kind of activated and opened up, and now becomes just another place for people to have different places to experience different times of the day, right? Like you can retreat to a courtyard and come together as a couple and entertain and have an intimate time, or you can go out to the view patio and experience the ocean views, you know, but you can just kind of move around the house based on the different parts of the day. So that house on the end of Conchita has definitely become something of our more recent favorites.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Enjoyed.
And I can tell that you have such passion and you care so much about the experience of your clients. Like that's really exciting. That just oozes through. I love it. So.
Thank you.
So what do you see for the future of your business? More growth and expansion? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I have an incredible team that like we're obviously all working hard at just creating these spaces, and I think having fun. Like I think the number one thing of what I base my company on is really we're working to live, not living to work. So we come in, we work hard together, we create such fun spaces together, and like we really enjoy caring about our clients. But like it also comes from the team enjoying life, the team going out and being inspired, and then translating that inspiration into these spaces that our clients are wanting us to come and be a part of. So yeah, more fun clients, more homes, I mean, where we live in this opportunity of kind of opening the indoor outdoors of spaces and kind of capitalizing on that indoor outdoor lifestyle while we live here, right? Like it's California has such incredible weather, so just kind of more homes like that, and just again, we love what we do. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah.
And when you get to do it with great people as a team, and then you get to do that together with great clients, it's really about creating art that people get to live in, I guess.
Oh, I love that. That's definitely true.
Yeah, because I mean, like at the end of the day, right, you want this building to live longer than you, right? It has the potential to be in that position with that expression for 100 years, right? So after we've kind of left and gone, there's going to be buildings that are still there, kind of representing the idea set of what was kind of the time period, right? So you kind of, there's a responsibility to that, and then that's why most of our buildings we're aiming at being timeless. We're aiming at making sure that we're making decisions that aren't necessarily following a trend, but they're buildings that can last that length of time and not feel like they're out of place.
I love it. That will last forever. And you still get a little surfing in?
Between the kids and the office and everything, yes. I mean, like I said, right, I can't preach the ethos of the company, getting out and living and not doing it. So getting some surfing in.
Just so you get a little.
Yeah,
a little, right?
just to fill it up, right? Keep the smile on the
and
face.
that's why we live here, right?
Exactly.
Ocean, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing about you and your company. So it's Eyoh. There'll be a link below here that you can click over to his website, look at his beautiful portfolio and galleries, and if you have any potential architecture needs, thinking of a remodel, a design, what's like the smallest project? Do you have to do like major gut jobs? What's smallest and biggest you would be comfortable doing?
I'd say there's no limit. I think we've started out with clients at choosing shades, and it's led to a whole house remodel. Stuff just snowballs and kind of gets involved. So
Okay.
there's not really a limit.
Okay.
We kind of
So if
take
you
it
have
on
something
it.
coming up, give him a call and see if it's a good fit to work. And yeah, well, we wish you huge success and can't wait to see your future project. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate it.
All right. Make sure you subscribe for more great business interviews as well as market updates and great information about South Orange County.